everyone. This is Maganda Official signing in. Topic discussion tayo guys. Diskarte or school diploma. That's our topic for tonight. And of course, I would like to thank you 29. 29K. Ayan. Thank you very much guys. 1 million. Hello. Welcome to Maganda. Helen and Brian, thank you so much for the membership, Labs. And Leon's official vlog, thank you very much. 3 million people right now, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. 3 million people, thank you so much, guys. Ayan. So, na-miss niyo bang mag-topic discussion tonight? Ayan. So, guys, be with me tonight for a very interesting topic that we're going to discuss. All right. So, this is Magenda. And you are welcome to Maganda Official Live tonight. Oh. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you tonight?
Good. This morning. Good.
Oh, you're so very handsome. For a while, I'll just have to. Is it okay to Is it okay to let your camera in? Oh, it's okay.
Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, for a while. Wow. How's your day today?
So far, so good. So far, so good. It just started. A few hours ago.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for the yes invite tonight. So, I'm a little nervous.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Um,
Walang.
ano man. Walang ano man. Well, you're too early for you're in the office right now. You're too early.
Okay. Okay.
I'm speechless. I don't know how to start my live, but guys, I would like to introduce to you my co-host for tonight, and he's actually very, if we were going to say expensive, the most expensive, the most expensive star for tonight. All right, Sir Lawrence. So, what is your thought about? We were going to start because there are people who actually have or do replays on this discussion, of course. Okay. So, what is your thought about our topic for tonight? Diskarte is something like experience or strategy on how you were able to be in your success right now. Or school diploma as well.
You're, you're
We're,
talking
we're talking
about
about
education
education versus
experience.
experience.
My God, I cannot hear you clearly. What happened to us? Every time that we talk, we have some kind of a static relationship.
No, and that has nothing to do with the microphones. Should I go back? Should
Everyone.
I go back? Should I go back out
Should
and
I
try?
go back out and try?
No, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So, what is your thought about experience or school diploma?
Well, it's been
Well,
interesting
it's been interesting
because I never liked
because I
school,
never liked school,
and
and
I was living
would
in
live in
France for 2 years,
France for 3
and I decided
and
that
I
I
decided that I
would become a
would
doctor.
become a doctor.
And
And
when I got back
when I got back
to Canada, I
to
was
Canada, I was
in France.
France.
Can you still hear
Can
me?
you still hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
still hear you.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay.
decided I was to
I
be a
decided I
doctor,
was to be a doctor.
and when I got back to Canada, things changed so that it was impractical for me to go to university, and I really didn't like school to start with. I was away more than I was there. I just didn't like it, and I wasn't interested. I just didn't like it, and so I decided to go a different path and get into the financial world. So I did that, and a lot of people over the years have told me they're going to go to university. I would have had to go to university for like 7 years, 8 years here in Canada to be a doctor. And I just thought, boy, it's a long ways off, and I got lots to do, and I got to support a family, and it would be very, very difficult. So I went a different route, and many times I hear people say, you know what, especially the women, they say, hey, I've got to go to university for 5 6 years or whatever, and I've seen so many of them uh, go to university, and then when they're finished university, they get married, and uh, you know, work is out of the window. They've got to be a mom, and then they see, oh, why did I go to school? I'm not even using it. On the other hand, there's a lot of people, a lot of businesses that look at your resume and they say, oh, this is great. You've been to 6 years university, that's helped you to be disciplined, and we'd love to have somebody like you. So I can see it working both ways. I can see it not working for you, and I can see it working for you. The other thing I want to say is that uh, many times the practical experience is incredible. You know, some people feel they could use that 5 or 6 or 7 years to be in the business that they want to go into, and then they already know what they're doing. So I guess it's a hard question to answer whether you should or you shouldn't. But I can see a real positive to it, and I can see a real not so positive to it. Mabute?
It- All right. So it depends on your passion.
Yeah, it depends on your passion. Depends on the business that you're going into. Some like to be a doctor today. That's a license to print money. You worked hard, and now the doctors' offices are so swamped, and we don't have enough doctors that's a pretty good income and a pretty good opportunity. So some places you have to go to school, unless again your other choice is to find some kind of work that you can practice or learn over 5 to 7 years. Yeah, I would agree with what you just said.
Passion.
Yeah.
My God, I'm speechless. um, I feel like, I'm nervous. Do you have any questions for me? Who I'd like to choose?
Do I? Are you asking me?
Yeah, of course you.
Oh, okay. Do we have do we have anybody else in our room here?
No, we were just two, but there are five people already our viewers. So shout out 5 million. Thank you very much. Right. So mm,
So I think
I'm
it
speechless actually.
really depends on what you want to do and the opportunities that come along. Every once in a while in life, as I'm sure you know, uh, we meet certain people that are absolutely wonderful in our lives and have made a difference. And
Mm-hmm.
somebody maybe who really knows the business, they're very good with people, and they can show us the trade. They can show us what to do in that business. They're a real top individual in both in the business that you're getting into and in life. And when that happens, to me, that's worth as much as any school, probably more. I'd much rather. There was one guy that I met in 1980 when I joined the finance business, and I'm convinced, and this was in Western Canada, I was convinced that it was for that reason and that reason mostly that I went out there to take a different job. And he was an amazing mentor, an amazing teacher. And so if you can meet those kinds of people, I think your heart will tell you that. You'll know inside, hey, I want to be around this person. I could learn a lot from him. And I thought if I could become just a little bit like this guy, then that would be an amazing opportunity for me. So I think there's a lot of factors, Lutz, that make a difference in terms of whether you go to school or you don't. A lot of people think as well that going to school and get an education is your answer to everything. I can tell you, if you're kind of a not a very smart person, you can go to school and be smart in school, but then in that work in that trade, you got nothing going for you. So just because you get an education does not guarantee A, that you're going to be hired, and B, that you're going to be successful. Maybe you don't have the people skills that are necessary. Maybe you don't have the discipline that's necessary. You may have a great diploma, but as a person, and I always ask myself, would I like to be around this person? Would I buy a financial product from this person? And if I wouldn't, then I typically don't buy. So those are some thoughts that I have since you asked. What do you think, Lutz?
Yes, well, of course, in I have heard this kind of topic all over the net last time. So I just wanted to bring here this topic as well. So it's with the passion with skills and certificate or diploma in school. Okay? But what if like for example right now it's very difficult to go to school because the tuition fee is very expensive and something like that. And I
Well,
really wanted to have a school diploma, but I don't have enough skill. What am I going to do? Or Am I making sense with the question?
Yeah, yeah, you're making sense. The which is surprising that you're making sense today, but uh, you're making a lot of sense because it isn't cheap to go to school. Some people don't have a choice. Maybe they have a couple of children already, and it's difficult to afford, and so they can't afford to go to school. So they're better off to go get some kind of training and some kind of a trade that can help them go to work right away. So I think it matters on not only passion, I think that's a great thing, but also because you got to want to do it, right? So if you don't really, really want to do that business, then why are you getting into it? But in addition to that, like you brought up a good point, it's expensive. Not only, not only if you want to be good at school and get good marks and compete with other people, then you're better off to be able to not have to work. But many people have to get a job and go to school at the same time. That's a very difficult situation, and you're stressed. You got a family, you got children, so I would agree with that. That sometimes it's very expensive, especially today. Look at inflation today. What it's costing people just to live. I'm sure you go shopping for your family. What is that's very expensive. You don't have to go and get very many items. And I look at the shopping cart, and it's not even full, and it's very expensive. You could spend like here in Canada uh, a couple of $100 easy, and you don't have very much. I guess in the Philippines you guys use pesos, right?
Peso.
So
Peso.
so my point is going to school and working at the same time, uh, can you do it? And will it pay you enough money? And so it almost seems like you're a full time student and you're a full time worker. And if you're not working full time, how can you afford it? Now, on the other hand, if you have the money and you go to school, uh, then or living at home or somewhere where your bills are paid, then going to school is a great opportunity, especially if you feel good about that kind of work, right?
Yeah. All
What do you?
right. So I have this question. I know that you are handling a lot of people right now. So for example, there is two applicants right now in front of you. I have my diploma, but I don't have any experience. The other one has the experience, and I know that he can already manage well on his part being an employee. So whom you're going to hire?
Well, that's a great question because first of all, I have to like the guy or the girl. Just because you have a diploma, to me personally, it doesn't mean a lot. What it does mean is that you are disciplined enough to go to school and put the time in and the practice to get good grades. That tells me a lot about you, and that's a great quality to have. But I think, again, inside whether or not you would work with this person. And if I've got you in front of me, I mean, you're wonderful. You're absolutely lovely. I think you've got a lot going for you. Not only do you have a diploma, but you have a lot going for you as a person that I think you could probably get any job you wanted to. But uh, if you just had the diploma and I come across somebody else, so I had to make a choice, and they've been with the experience, uh, I'd probably go in some circumstances with you, in some circumstances I'd go with the other person. So it's hard to say a blanket answer for that question, but I love experience.
You love the experience. See, in the Philippines, actually, there are discrimination when we were going to talk about experience and diploma. You know, so it's totally different when some Filipinos go abroad because they were with their experience, their skills are acknowledged. But in the Philippines, we were deprived with those kind of things. Those people who have a lot of skills, experience, but they don't have proper training in school, they were not allowed to enter a very prestigious company. They really need to have a certificate of education, proper education, and something like that.
Well,
Now,
go
mm,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So now I can really feel that if ever I will be I will be um fortunate enough to own business. Hi, Labs, whom I would like to choose, the experienced one or those with complete educational training, something like that.
Well, I think too, it also makes a difference in terms of what you were taught, what you were told. Sometimes in the Philippines and other countries, uh, the your parents got an education and somehow they were able to get a good job. So they taught you all your life, oh, you got to get an education. Oh, you got to get a diploma. And so you have it in your mind and in your heart. That's what I got to do because that's what dad did, or that's what mom did, or both of them. But it's not always true. And I'm not against a diploma. I think having a diploma is good. I always think just make a decision. What do you want to do? Do you want to get a diploma or do you want to go and get experience? But whatever you choose to do, you should be prepared to pay the price,
Mm-hmm.
right? And unfortunately, sometimes if the father wants to become a certain thing and get a diploma, sometimes it's the family that pays the price. And if that's what you want to do, then great. Just be prepared that during the first number of years getting your diploma, you're going to have to live in a lower standard living. You're not going to be able to afford as nice a vehicle. Uh, your apartment is going to be not the best, and maybe in an area that is not very nice. And so my point is, if you're going to get a diploma, make sure that you're willing to pay the price, and whatever that is, weigh it out.
Mm.
And if you're married, sit down with your wife and say, okay, for me to get this diploma, this is the kind of life that we're going to have to live for 5 years. Or if we want to have, um, uh, the experience, then this is the kind of life that we're going to kind of lead. Sometimes we don't think about, I think in life, we don't think about the price that we need to pay or the price our children need to pay, or our whole family. So my point is, sit down and work out. Hey, I really want to be a doctor, but I got to go to school for 7 or 8 years. What's that going to cost me financially? Because the point that you made was wonderful. Tuition, living, food, transportation, all that stuff are very, very important to take into consideration.
Mm. Nosebleed dati. Yeah. All right. And mega love shout out, Ma'am Beth. Loves wins me. Ayan, Lalabs Roquela, thank you very much. Wow. So they said they learned a lot from this, topic discussion.
Oh, good. Salamat,
Yeah.
salamat, salamat, salamat.
Salamat talaga. All right. I'm very amazed with this man, ma'am, because he speaks a little Tagalog. Is your employees, came from the Philippines, or is just you're just surrounded by many Filipinos there?
Well, I've had a few Filipinos as employees, but it's mostly the people in the community. Uh, and there's a lot of Filipinos here. They probably make the best nannies in the world. They're known if you. It's known here in Canada. If in fact you want to have somebody that you can depend on, somebody you can rely on, somebody you can trust to look after your
Mm,
children or your home, uh, look at a Filipino because they're absolutely wonderful. Their nature is wonderful. They're they're dedicated. They work hard. I think when Filipinos come here to Canada, they know what it's like to get a good job, and they do a good job. They appreciate the opportunity, you know. So personally, I just love the Filipino people.
thank you. So you love Filipino people.
I yeah, I love
Oh my God, I forgot the question. A lot of Filipino.
a lot of
All
Filipino.
right. I have this question because part of this discussion is actually we're talking about diploma or education informality. But how does it feels like we're already been, have you already aware of the gender equality in your company or something like that?
Gender
Because
equality. Yeah, because I would
yes.
rather, I'd much rather hire somebody. Like for example, there are some companies here in Canada that
Mhm.
their official policy is that they have to hire so many white people, so many black people, so many different countries. And I never felt
Mm,
that comfortable about it. I understand it's good to give other uh, ethnic people the opportunity to work. I get it. And they need that opportunity. But there's also the other thought. If I have if I have somebody who's black in front of me and I have somebody who is white, but the black person is more skilled or better
mm,
at that job, then I want to hire the black guy. I don't care what color he is. It's his skills and how he could contribute to the value of my company. So, you know, gender and also ethnicity, that makes a difference. But I want the best of the best. If I got a girl that can do, two people, a girl and a guy, and the girl is much better at the job, I want to hire the girl. And that's just the way I personally feel. Maybe other people feel that, it's better to hire a man and in spite of what uh, uh, background he has. And I just don't, I'd rather hire somebody who I feel good about, I want to be around, whether it's a male or a female. And I think that plays into your first question too. Should you get a diploma or should you
mhm.
get experience? So I think what you do is you put all of that together and then make a decision which one you want to hire. I've never hired on uh, whether they're a male or a female. I have over 8,000 employees, and I have 200,000, probably 250,000 now clients here in Toronto. I am in Toronto, Canada. So and they're all over the place in terms of whether it's female or male. So gender equality really goes to, is the person honest? Do I like being around them? Are they a good worker? Because that's the kind of person I'm looking for. It doesn't matter to me whether they're male or female. In Canada, there's a place on the east coast. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Place it's like Newfoundland. There's there is Nova Scotia, a number of small provinces there, and I'll tell you, they are some. Scotland is another place that I can think of. As I think about the backgrounds of my employees, some of the people from certain areas or countries are absolutely wonderful workers. I remember once having, I think it was 3 or 4 people from Scotland, and I had some from
Mm.
Ireland as well. And everyone that I've hired that was from Scotland were wonderful workers. And I think part of it is because, and they didn't have a diploma. I think part of it is that they didn't have a good job uh, in uh, in their province or their country. So to get a job, they really appreciated it. So they were hard workers, and I could trust them to do very, very well. So gender equality doesn't mean a lot to me. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like to be forced to say you have to hire so many women or you have to hire so many men. It may be a good idea, but I like the idea of hiring somebody who I get along with and I feel are experienced to do the job. I had one guy, Lutz, that some years ago, and he had, I don't know how many degrees. He had lots of degrees, but he was not a good worker. And
Mm-hmm.
he spent too much time on other things in the job that then I wished I didn't have them. On the other hand, having a diploma gives you some kind of experience and discipline that is very, very good in the workforce. So I do think it really depends on the person, the type of job. My manager when I first started in 1980 in the financial world, he said, Lawrence, there's 2 types of people. There's a high flamer and there's a low flamer. You understand what I'm saying? Flame? You know, like a match. You light a match and you got a flame on the end, the hot part. He said some people have a flame inside that are exciting and they work hard and then some people are a low flamer. They're kind of they come in and punch the clock, but they're not really contributing a whole lot. And he paid me a great compliment. He said, Lawrence, you are a high flamer. You get stuff done. And whenever there was a competition, I had to win. And it's just my makeup. I'm not saying it's better than being a low flamer, but some people are high flamers, some people are low flamers. And I don't want somebody just to go and sit at their desk and push paper. I want somebody who's excited about the business and will contribute because why am I there? I'm in there to make money as a company.
Mm.
So it depends on the person, Lutz, right? Depends on their their drive. Do they have a drive? Do they not have a drive? And you could have that. You could have all the diplomas in the world and have no drive, uh, or you could be greatly experienced and have no drive. So it really boils down to, and I've recruited a lot of people in my life, and sometimes the people uh, that you may not think are going to be good, they become absolutely great contributors, and they're wonderful. So it all depends, I think, Lutz, on the person and the price. Are you willing to pay the price? And do you have the money to pay for tuition and for an apartment and food and so forth? If you don't, just remember it's not only you that's going to pay the price, but your wife and your children, or your husband and your children. What's most fair? There's a lot of single people in the world today who have a very, very difficult time as they're working and they got to take care of their family, and they're single. They got nobody else to help them. So, in some cases, though, to have a diploma, they may look at two people. One has a diploma and one doesn't. A lot of people are going to say, "I'll take the one with the diploma." So it not only depends on the person coming in, but also the person who owns the company. Uh, Winsme, you said have a great time. Thank you very much. Salamat. Nice to have you on the show. It's a great pleasure to be on the show with Lutz and Winsme. We're glad that you joined us, uh, and we're hoping that you're getting something from this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, for example, um, oh, do you have any questions, guys? Melvin, do you have questions? I mean, um, like, hi, Tria, straight from Indonesia. Mega love shout out, Tria. All right. For example, you said that you in your company you have you have Filipinos joining your company. So in your in the process of your employment, is there is a need of lot of certificates? I don't know exactly, if I'm going to apply for a job outside the country. Do I need to have a lot of certificates,
Well,
or
that's a good
it's
question.
just me?
I'm glad you
Yeah.
asked because Toronto in Canada is
Mm-hmm.
there's about 60% of the people here living here who are not born here. We have a couple of hundred. Hi, Trya. How are you? I think that we have the number one city in North America. There's Genevieve, number one city in North America that has it's the largest percentage of people who are not born here. Toronto is an amazing place to live. You could go to a Filipino area, and when Filipinos find out, hey, this is where they live, a lot of Filipinos, a lot of them move to that area. Chinese, the same way. Greek is the same way. Polish is the same way. Ukrainian is the same way. And they go to school, and then they go to work, and they work with a lot of people from their own country. So, for example, uh, Italian area, and they go to work all day, and they don't even need to speak English because they all speak Italian, and they go to
Mm-hmm.
school, and the kids, although it's taught in English, they have a lot of Italian students there. So they work there, they everything. So in Toronto, it's like that. You can go to an area, for, like I said, Filipino area, and
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things I love about Canada. Now, I don't know if I ever told you, but I own 14 companies,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a lot of people from a lot of different countries. We have a caretaker right now who is the best caretaker that I've ever had in all my years of working, and he's from the Philippines. So there's certain qualities I just absolutely love about uh, the the Filipino people and people that are not from Canada. I would say myself, if you're going to go abroad, if you're going to go to another country, I would think it would be good to know the language. There are jobs you can get here. You don't need the language, English, but
Mm-hmm.
you're better off and have a better opportunity if you spend some time learning about English so that you can communicate. You don't want to hire somebody you can't even talk to, right? And same thing for me. If I go to the Philippines and
Mm-hmm.
work there, I really should know the language there. So same thing here. Hello, Traya.
Yeah, communication. Communication. No, no, no. It's not communication, but language barrier. And, you know, does it affect experience also? Or how does, question? Wait, hello, hello, Lalabs Genevieve. Ay, Lalabs Rhea, thank you so much for staying. Ayan. Uy, ang nakuha na ko ano ba, na blanco na si host dito. Ayan. So, how does it affects the communication or the language itself when it comes to experience and of course called diploma?
Well, I think to me, when you're going for a diploma, it's really you and the school or the university.
Mm.
When you're going out there for the experience, you've met a lot of people and you worked with a lot of people. I'm convinced that if I went to the Philippines and I worked uh, in a factory or if I worked in a company, I'm going to learn a lot of, of the Philippine language because I'm around people. And
Mm.
you said a very good thing there, and that is communication. If I can't communicate in your company, what what good am I? Unless it's
Yeah.
a type of job that I don't need to talk. Maybe I'm just
Mm.
making something, manufacturing. For example, I'm making cars or something else that I don't need to talk to people a lot, but I'm very good at thinking and with my hands. Uh, then I'm of value. But if I can't, if it's in a job that needs my communication skills, then I better be able to communicate. Otherwise, I'm not going to get as much money, and I'm not going to get the promotions that I'm looking for. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another thing that is good to ask yourself: am I willing to pay the cost? If I'm going to go
Mhm.
to the Philippines, am I going to am I ready to learn the language so I can communicate? If I'm not, then I should expect some uh, some things that I have to go through. There's also some great blessings. Sorry, great blessings of going through and living in the Philippines. First of all, if you're from Canada and you're going to live over there in the Philippines, it's my understanding it's a lot cheaper to live there than it is to live here. The average size house in or average cost of a home in Toronto is well over $1 million Canadian. I think it's like
Mm.
1.6 million dollars. Do you know what the average house price is in the Philippines? Let's say I was to go to Naga City in Bicol. Do you know what it is? Or in the city that you're in, Sipu.
Mm.
What what's a house going to cost me?
In Cebu,
Yeah.
well, there are low cost housing. There are also high end. So it depends on your choice.
Do you know the average?
They prob oh yeah, 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 because I'm having a pre-selling. I have I'm in pre-selling, pre-selling activities. So there are it depends on the area, the location of course, and the area specifically. Area means that the size of the house you want to,
Yeah, the neighborhood.
location, like that. Yeah, it depends on. But if you like to live a little luxurious, of course, maybe 8 to 9 million. That will be great for you.
In pesos,
But
right?
if you were Yeah. Mm.
How much is that in Canadian? Do you know?
Canadian. Oh my god, I found out that it's very expensive there. Like 44 million. That's the middle class price of the house. Is it true?
That's no in Canadian dollars. The
No.
average the average is about 1.6 million dollars Canadian to buy a house. How much is 1 million Canadian in pesos? Do you know?
No, I don't know. 34? 48?
34 million in. I should look it up on Google and see how
Yeah,
much that.
44 mil- 44 million that's 44 million pesos.
Okay,
That's the middle. Yeah, middle 44 million pesos middle class
that's
in Canada.
it. Yeah. Well, in Toronto, and what ends
Uh-huh.
up happening is that a lot of people love to live in the center of the city, but that's where the homes are most expensive. So
Mhm.
uh, a lot of people have to move out of the city, and maybe they have to drive half hour or an hour to get to work. Well, that's something to consider. Winsme, you're back on. Is that how you
Mhm.
say your name, Winsme?
Yeah, wins me.
Can they ask a question so we can hear it, or is it they have to type it out?
Yeah, they just have to type it out. Do you have any questions, Lalabs wins me about experience, or what is your if you have something in your mind that we need to address here, um you know Dr. Lawrence is, willing to Dr. Love
Hmm.
willing to have you already taken your breakfast, your honor?
Uh, uh, Not yet, but that's okay. I normally have it a little bit later. It's okay.
Mm, all right. Why girlfriend of Harkim actually messaging me, and he saw you she saw you. She was not able to get into the chat box.
And who?
I Hi Dai Iviv, Miguel shout out Dai. Ayan. Girlfriend of Harkim.
Oh, really? Well, hello to
Yeah.
you. Is she on now? Is she on?
She's actually watching us right now, and but she was not able to be visible in the chat box.
What's her first name?
Genevieve.
Okay, Genevieve. Hello. Nice to meet you. And uh, Hakeem and I are going to come over and visit sometime. And he told me you are absolutely wonderful. So we look forward to that. I've always wanted to go to the Philippines, and that's I
Mm.
was talking about the the things that are good about different countries. First of all, Filipinos are lovely people, and you got to take that into consideration. They make good workers, in my experience. All the Filipinos I've ever had have been wonderful workers, and as long as they can communicate, like we said earlier, I'd love to hire a Filipino. They also
Wow.
they make great moms. They make loyal wives. They're just. I think they're a blessing to the whole earth. That's how I feel, honestly. So I'm glad Genevieve is watching.
I lost you. I lost. Hmm.
You lost who?
Yeah, so I asked her to type something in the chat box.
Okay. All right. I guess she can hear us, right?
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
Wow. So you're going to hire more Filipinos in the future.
Yeah, but not based on the fact that they're Filipinos, but the fact if I have two people to hire, whether they're Filipino or Vietnamese or from United States or Australian, the one that I feel best around, and also the one that uh, I think can communicate and do a good job, that's the one I want to hire. But I really like Filipinos. There's
Ah, all
Jeannie.
right. Jenny. Yeah, that's it. That's her. Miguel, shout out, Dai Genevieve. Ayan, straight from Canada and welcome home. Ayan. Kumusta yung ano? Kumusta yung bakasyon mo sa Canada? Wow, sana all. Sana
Uh,
all. Bakasyon. Vacation. Ako kaya, when I am going to do vacation in Canada. Char!
yeah, you should, Lutz.
Canada.
You should come to Canada, Lutz. Visit.
Yeah. I need an invitation, of course.
Well, here is your invitation. We invite you. Come.
Come, come to visit
Can
Canada. All right.
and you'll see a
Okay.
lot of
Yes. Do you have
Filipinos.
any
You'll see a lot of
Filipinos?
Filipinos. You're gonna feel like you're at home.
Mm, wow. So if ever, if ever, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, I was gonna say, if ever you were considering moving to Canada, I would say to people, come and visit first, and get a feel for the area, the people. It's a very high standard of living. The water is clean. The streets are clean. It's very safe. Every area in the world has a neighborhood that's not very safe. So it's not like heaven, but it is very safe compared to a lot of countries. So I would say come and visit anybody who is interested. And, that's a good way to get a feel for the country. I think if I was to go to the Philippines, probably because I'm Canadian, I would look to see is there an area that speaks English, and if I could find a place there, live with there. Although I love languages, so it might be better for me not to go into an English area because that way I could learn Tagalog and some other dialects that you have, right? So, but yeah, Lutz, you should come to Canada, visit, and bring your friend along with you, Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Nice to meet you. I see she typed out there. Hi, Lawrence. ¿Cómo estás, Mabute? Nice to meet you. You look great.
Oh my God, the sound is breaking up. Ah, is it again?
We will never break up.
Ah, it's breaking up. Wait, million Miguel shout out. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. So I'm going to Canada for sure
Yeah,
with a Genevieve again.
yeah. Genevieve, come as well. Did you? I know
Mm-hmm.
that there are some countries, and Philippines is one of them, that it's very, very difficult for the internet, and I think I shared with you an idea that works. Your
Yeah.
router in your house take some tin foil. Do you know what tin foil is?
y- Yeah, but yeah.
Did
So
you try
tomorrow
it?
maybe when I go to I don't have any tinfoil right now. So maybe
Okay,
when I go grocery, I will.
Well,
Hmm.
so there's you take the
But
tin foil and you wrap it around the antenna, and uh, lots of people tell me from different countries it improves the internet, makes it faster, and also it makes it so that it's more clear. So anybody listening out there, you may want to try that. Get some tinfoil and wrap it around the router antenna. Some routers have one antenna, some have two. Put it on both and see if that makes a difference. If it does make a difference, I, I, for the audience, I, I, I would ask you to get back to Lutz and say to her, "I tried it and it doesn't work," or "I tried it and it works." You know, if that helps you, then
mm-hmm.
that's great. The other thing that you can do is they have boosters. Go to the computer store and say, "How do I boost? How do I strengthen? How do I strengthen the signal on my router for my phone and my TV or whatever radio?"
Mm-hmm.
And they generally know pretty good what works in your country. So my, Magenda, uh, you said guapa, kayu, ka, sa, e, mong, profil, yui. I probably didn't pronounce it very well, right? How do you say that?
Guwapa kaayo ka sa imong profile. That's profile. That's again, again, again.
Well, you have a much better accent than I do.
Of course, you're super slangers. All right. So, guwapa kaayo kasi mong profile, Dai. Jenny. Ayan. So, maybe that's why Harkim actually fall in love with you. Char. Sana all. Woo! Oh, di ba? Lalabs Genevieve Braga. Thank you very much, loves.
Hey,
So,
you're welcome.
this one last question, because right now, you already know my job, part of my job, you already know that I'm a little tutor, just little, because we have an argument before. So just little, okay? Sana all CC loves. Ayan. So, um like for example, I have these two students, all right? Two students, the other one doesn't have proper education, but he speaks well in English. And the other one, he has his diploma, graduated. Who's going, who do you think will succeed on their career, if ever? The
Well,
one who speaks English well, without undergrad, or the other one who already has the certificate.
it all depends on the type of job. If I have a job for him or her that does not need a lot of communication, then the one that has the experience is probably going to get the job. However, if I have the other person speaks good English but doesn't have the experience, and I think it's pretty hard to get the experience in a lot of jobs in the Philippines that you would work
Mm.
in Canada. But if he has the experience, uh, if he doesn't have the experience but he speaks good English, I think I can train that guy. So again, it's hard.
Uh-huh.
You can't give a blanket answer, but I would think that what's best, I think, is the person who has the experience and speaks good English. English is a very important thing.
Mm. And yeah, and those people who's actually, still willing to learn.
Yes, yeah, and who are a high flamer, somebody who's dedicated, somebody who is excited. wants to work, that kind of thing is very, 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 very important. I have there's a lot of people from India here in Toronto,
Mm.
and I study a little bit of that their language, and uh, to say hello, how are you in Punjabi or Hindi, you say "Aap kaise hai,"
Mm.
and that's the way you say it, "Aap kaise hai." But some people who come from India come over here and they don't pronounce it right, and I've heard some people say something to me, and I said, "What? What did you say? I don't understand you." And they're saying "Apkasehe," but they don't pronounce it properly. So I said, "How would you like it if I went over to India and I wanted to say hi, how are you?" But instead of saying "Apkasehe," I say "Abadawajkuja." He said, "Oh, I don't understand that." I said, "Exactly. If I went to India, or if I went to uh, the Philippines, but I can't speak the language, it's not as good." So the answer to our question here, to have the experience and to have English is the best situation, or to have English and a diploma is also very good. Then it boils down to the type of personality and the work ethic from that person, right?
Mm. What is this, with pleasing personality?
Uh, what is it? I think who wants
Yeah.
to who wants to work around a grouch all day? You know what a grouch is?
Yeah, what's that again? Sir David, straight from the US. Miguel love shout out, sir. Good morning.
David is from the U.S., is he?
Yeah.
Welcome, David.
What
The
is that again? What's your
it's
question again?
the word is grouch. You know what a grouch is?
No.
A grouch in English is someone who's not very pleasant. You know,
Mm.
you say good morning to them, and they're miserable. They're a grouch. They're not kind. They're not nice. Who wants to
Mm-mm.
work around a grouch or somebody who is not nice all day when you can work around somebody who has a pleasant personality, who is a good worker,
Mm.
who can communicate? So that's very important. But in the city of Toronto, I'm not sure where David is from, but is David still on?
Sir Dave. Yeah,
David,
I guess Sir David's still around. I
well,
forgot Sir Dave where he came from, but his wife actually from Florida. They live in Florida. I forgot Florida.
yeah. Well, in Toronto, there's so many jobs, and part of the reason is some people are a grouch. Some people are not good workers. Some people, it's not very nice to be around. And some people, yeah. See, I liked what David just said there. A grouch always finds negative in everything. I love that. That's absolutely true. So I hope that the Filipino people listening to this, or any other country they're listening from, just learned a new word. And I just made a new friend in David.
Crouch.
Yeah. Hey, David, is that
Mm.
your daughter with you?
Crouch.
Yeah.
Negative in every.
Yeah, they're negative. They're not pleasant to be
Lean
around.
on.
So thank you, David, for
Not pleasant to be.
yeah. Gnu. What does Tamsak Po mean? What does that mean?
Kinoo. You're going to read that one. Tamsak po. Tamsak po. Po is, what's this?
Yeah, I understand po,
an expression of
a person.
expression of respect. Yeah, that's po in the Philippines,
Salamat po.
showing
Tam,
respect.
Tamsak,
Oh,
salamat po.
you can say salamat,
Okay.
salamat po, or tamsak po, or something like, the polite way of saying thank you
Yeah, it's just big.
is with po in the Philippines.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Like for example, if I'm going to say, yeah, like for example, ang gwapo mo po.
Or Pogi. The video stopped. I don't know if you can hear me.
Agay.
There you go. Ang guapo mo po. What does that mean? A
What
handsome
is your what is your opinion about that? All right. You ang guapo. M-
guapo is handsome.
that's the term for men.
Yeah,
Guapo. Opposite
yeah.
maganda.
Or Pogi.
Yeah po. Wow, yun ang pugi. Yes,
Yeah.
pugi.
Mas,
So, which
mas,
is which? Guapo or pugi?
which is what? Which is which? Isn't that
Which
pretty?
is, which
Isn't it the same?
pogi or guapo? But we're not going. Yeah, pogi is some kind of, a little informal. But when you're going to say guapo, there is a formality of it. So
Okay.
do not settle for pogi. If somebody is actually told you pogi, you're just going to, huh? Again? And
Uh,
then you're going to accept guapo. Okay?
so guapo is better.
This one. Yeah.
It's like mas maganda.
Okay? My God, my connection. Mas guwapo.
Mas,
Hala! Akong signal, Ginoo. Yan. Hello, everyone? Ay, isang bagsak ng ano naman diyan, no, palakpak to our co-host tonight, guys. Isang bagsak ng palakpakan. Ayan. Wow. So what is that? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Mhm. What happened? Oh, hello. Alright, I guess that's good. It's already good, my audio. Isang bagsak ng palakpakan naman dyan, guys. A loud of applause to our co-host, Mr. Dr. Lawrence R. Fuller. Thank you very much po. Ayan, I have this one. What is your statement about this? I don't know if you were able to hear this, from your environment or your community or something like that. But this is very common in, Filipino community. Like, we are told to lagi, nawa akong signal. We are told to our parents before that you have to go to school, so you have to learn a lot. You have to focus on your studies, so when you graduated, you can find a good job. But they were not telling us that, you have to earn your diploma in order for you to have a good business in the future. Job and business.
Yeah, I think it depends on where you're from. Here, even in Canada, A lot of parents tell their kids go to school because that's what they were taught. As I said earlier, I wanted to be a doctor, but something happened. I had to change. So, and I can tell you, I make a lot more than a lot of doctors make. Uh, but money isn't everything. You know, you got to be happy. Money just isn't everything. So, I think the perfect scenario would be somebody who has experience, somebody who has a diploma, and somebody who speaks good English
Mm.
here in Canada. So it's hard to say what is better to get a diploma or, I mean, you can get a diploma in that particular trade or that particular work. And if you've got some skills, then that'll help you a tremendous amount. And it all depends on the individual. You know, do others like being around you? Are you honest? Are you hardworking? Will you contribute to the company? So there's a lot of factors that go into making a decision whether or not you're going to be successful or not. And I would think that
Mm.
in most cases, if you have a diploma, you're probably going to do okay. But you got to also work hard and communicate. So if you don't know the language and you want to go and get a diploma, then you should maybe take some courses in English or how to communicate. Or so again, it's not an easy answer question to answer. It's depending upon what kind of person you are and the kind of job that you have. Is it one that you don't need a lot of communication? We got a lot of people that go to work uh, that uh, you know. I know of a place that I used to work when I was a teenager, and they were Portuguese,
Mm.
and it was a poultry place where they prepared chicken and turkeys. They picked them from the farms. I used to do that for them at night. Drive a big truck, put thousands of chickens in my truck, and then come back, and then in the morning work in the factory,
Mm.
preparing and most of those people working there, Lutz, were Portuguese, and they didn't
Mm.
speak good English. They didn't speak English hardly at all, but they could. They you don't need to know a lot of language to do certain jobs. So it's a very interesting discussion and topic. So decide where you want to be and what country you want to work in. If it's stay there, the Philippines, find out what kind of jobs are available and does it require a diploma. You know, if you want to be an accountant in the Philippines, you got to get a diploma, right? Same thing here in Canada.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Accounting. All right. Wow. Sana all. But I don't know exactly if, for example, if I will be going to find accounting jobs in Canada, if I am, if I have the edge uh, when compared to India or something like that, because their accounting, credentials are more interesting than the Philippines. That's for sure.
Well, the other thing is,
Yeah.
if you
Discriminate.
yeah, if you came to Canada and you had a diploma in accounting, I think you have the edge too. Because if you're not
Mm.
if I'm hiring an accountant, then I want a good job done. So do I want to? I have to ask myself, do I want to teach you accounting, or get somebody to teach you, or send you to school to be an accountant? I think if you already have been an accountant, or you have the experience, or you have a diploma, then you have an edge.
Mm-hmm.
Mabute?
Something. Mabuti. Klaro po, klaro. Clear. Ayan.
Claro, claro, claro,
So,
Mabute.
super, super klaro po. And
Okay,
thank you very much.
okay, Maganda.
Yeah. So that's, yeah, thank you. Okay, guapo. Thank you very much. And so I guess I consume you already like 1 hour. I consume you your time for an hour. So do you have something to say to those people who needs an inspiration, inspiring message from you
Well,
before, we end the topic?
well, I first of all want to say how wonderful I think you are, Lutz, and I think the Philippines and the world is fortunate to have you do your show like this and talk about these interesting topics. So that's the first thing I would say. But I also would say, like I said earlier, figure out what you want to do in life. And a lot of times at age 20, you still don't know. And sometimes you just have to get a job, and that way you meet other people, or you're exposed to different kinds of businesses. And I say, as long as you're honest and you work hard, uh, that those two ingredients, being honest and working hard, will help you be very successful in life. Now, you think about it, if you're not honest, that's going to, it's going to be found out fairly quickly. And uh, if you don't work hard, that will be noticeable as well. And the other thing is, don't be a grouch. Be somebody who is wanting to make a difference. Be the kind, here's a great inspiration. Be the kind of employee that you would want somebody else to be if it was your company. If you owned a company, and always think about when you have to make a decision, always think about what would the own if I own this company, what would I do in this particular circumstance? And and then just do it, and your boss will be very happy with you. Can you still hear me, Munganda? Winsme, can you hear me? I can't hear anybody anymore. I don't know if anybody hears me, but it looks like we're done. Winsme, can you hear me? Winsby, can you hear me? Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Get some tinfoil.
Tinfoil. Yeah, I changed my connection from the Wi-Fi down to my data. I don't know if it's working.
Are you in your
But
Are you in your home? Are you at your
yeah,
You're at your house?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I am.
Let me know if
Where are you?
let me know if that tinfoil works for you.
Yet tomorrow, maybe I will try to.
Yeah,
I will try to.
'cause-
All right. So I was not able to hear some of your message, closing message, but of course I will try to, I will try to remember that you have said earlier that we need to prioritize what we have like to do in life, right?
yes. A-
Yeah, and we need to be uh-huh.
And
And
then
what
ask
else?
yourself the question: am I willing to pay the price? Am I willing
Oh
to
yes.
uh Elizabeth Sabas Salamat, uh am I willing to pay the price? Am I willing to go to school and sacrifice some things for 5, 6, 7 years to get a diploma? Am I willing to
Mm,
live in a place if I don't have the money that's not the greatest? So ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price? Also, learn English. The one thing that I was saying there when I lost you, uh, what does that mean? Genevieve, she says nahulag. What does that mean?
yeah. Nahulog means I fall in love with the joke. Right. Nahulog means, I'm out in the panel. No signal. I don't have any signal. So that's why I'm fallen in love. Joke.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Genevieve Genevieve didn't fall in love with me.
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
Yeah, of course me. Of course me. Joke. Manang sa Ring TV, Manang. We gonna shout out nang. I love you, John Manang. Ayan. You're going to read this one, please.
Done to sok mom good goodning. Am I
Yeah, this
close?
Dan to Ma'am. Good evening. Yeah.
Oh, good evening. Ah, salamat manang.
Ayan. Manang sa Ring TV. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Manang. We thank you so much, Manang, for coming, ha. Wala kay kuan ron. Wala mo yung prayer meeting. Ayan. Kindly read Winsme.
This we fall in love with you, Po. Well, salamat, and I fall in love with you too, and me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
You know, the other thing I was saying, Lutz, when you had a signal problem, I was saying, uh, what was I saying? I was saying, oh, if you're hardworking and you're honest,
Mm-mm.
you'll do well in most jobs. And if you're if you think about it, you always think about this when you have a decision to make. If this was my company, what would I do?
Mm.
What is best for the owner of the company and the business? So if you're, I mean, I would love to hire somebody like that who is honest, who is hardworking, a high
Mm-mm.
flyer, and always thinks of me when uh, they make a decision. Manang, I love you, man. What's the ma'am? Is that supposed to be man? Man?
Oh, that's for me. It's not.
It's not for
I love you, mom.
mom.
Yeah, not basically for that's for me. All right. Oh, Manang, you're going to say I love you, sir. We must be honest at all time. Okay, thank you so much, Sir David. Thank you so much, Sir Dave. My
Thanks, David.
my wife called me on the
Nice,
phone.
nice to meet you, David. Enjoy Florida.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sir Dave. Manang. Oh, di ba Manang? All right. Oh, my connection is, yeah, we must be honest at all times.
Yes, I agree, Winsby. Very, very good.
Mm.
What time does
So
your
let's see.
what what time does this go till? What time
I
is
have
your live over?
well, I have to maybe 10 o'clock to 1 hour because you are going to have a little kantahan here. You don't, I don't want to sing with you. Lost, please, just focus on talking, no singing at all. Sis, ikot channel. Ayan. Sir David said, I'm in Texas today. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Ma'am Beth, do you want to come up? Yeah, Texas. He's in Texas today.
Yeah, I see
Ma'am
that.
Beth, do you want to come up and sing? Mm,
I just got back from Hawaii. I was there for a week. Beautiful place.
wow, beautiful. How many times have you been in Hawaii?
I've
Sis
been there 20
Ikot, Miguel of shout.
I've been
How
there to
many?
Hawaii 20 times.
20 times already. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful people, beautiful islands, beautiful food, beautiful music, beautiful scenery, the whole bit. Hey, David, when I come down to
Uh,
Texas, I'm going to come look for you.
yeah. It's nice meeting you also, sir. Yeah.
Also to
My
all. Ikat channel.
Ikot channel. All right. Sis, Miguel shout out. Good morning, Jaan. I guess Sis Ikot also in Canada. You're from Canada, Lalabs, no? Hala, I have to. Yes, make a love shout out. Hopefully, I can bring down the link. All right. So just have to summarize this one. One, two, three, four, five. I have here. Well, again, I cannot. I cannot paste what happened. Hmm.
How many people are on the live right now?
Seven.
Seven.
Hi, Norway. She's in Norway. Ikot-ikot channel. I cannot send actually. There's a lot of, StreamYard link. Ayan. I am an over the road trucker. I live in Florida. What happened to my Aldi Padayon vlog, Miguel siya for a while. What happened to my studio? I could not paste actually what happened. Huh?
Get some tinfoil.
Yeah, there is some. Yeah, how I wish I could have the tin. I was not able to be very attentive when you said the tinfoil earlier.
Yeah.
So
No.
next time,
I hope.
I'm. Yeah, I have to. I
I hope.
have to be
I hope it.
passionate.
I hope it works
I
for
have
you.
to be passionate. Oh my god, I could not. Right. So according to Lalab's Ikot Ikot channel, I'm from Norway. I'm sorry again for the second time. I fall in love with co-host joke. I'm s- I'm sorry because of the connection. All right. Kaloka tong ano ah.
Salamat,
Sige na ma. Ah,
salamat maganda.
oo. So
Uh, di-
second time around, oh my God, I'm afraid for the third time. Just
ah,
ko. Signal, signal maluoy ka. Ayan.
Ala anong kakantan ko haha.
Yeah. So she asked me if what song she would like to sing or something like that. Do you have
Yeah.
any, do you have favorite song?
Well, I got lots. I love music. Lots of favorite songs. Uh, but and I know that the Filipinos they do karaoke all the time, huh? They love to sing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they love to sing.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sam. Sam's from Munich. All right. Magalang shout out, Sam. Good afternoon.
Munich.
Yeah.
Das ist
Munich.
sehr gut, ja.
Mm.
Good afternoon, Sam.
So, guys, actually, my signal. This is my favorite channel. I'll kindly read, Sir David.
So yeah, this is my favorite channel to talk. Maganda has interesting topics and is very smart. And I would add one other thing: she's cute as well.
Oh my God, I was not able to. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sir David, for trusting Magenda. All right. So actually, before Doc, I'm actually doing this topic discussions, and it just happened that I really like to revive this, format every Friday, and I'm so very thankful to have you as my guest speaker for tonight. So thank you so much. And I'm so sorry guys for the inconveniences. But of course, nahulog man ako ng ilang beses, tumatayo pa din akong maganda. Hindi alam yan ni co-host. What is that? I fall, I've fallen many times. I stumble and fall, but I still have to rise and stay beautiful. O, di ba? All right, guys, thank you. Murag mag-end na lang siguro ko because of my signal. Kapatid Lagzoy TV official make love shout out. Yan, 8 million. So, ano na? Ma'am Beth, do you want to sing, Ma'am Beth? Kapatid Lagsoy. Ayan. Lagsoy TV official straight from Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. BG's is magenda. Thank you so much, Sis Ikot. I love you, John. Sis Ikot, take care. Also, there sa mga, sa mga kapatid natin dyan sa iba't ibang bansa. Ayan, take care always. Yeah. Do you have something to say for our topic? Or mega love shout out co-host. Yeah. Stumble and fall. How are you, my friend? Bahal kay ko. Anong kakantahin ko? Kinakabahan naman ako. Yeah, any kind of song, Ma'am Beth. Yeah, for just for an icebreaker. Yeah. We were going to let Sir Lawrence that we are very talented. Wag lang si host. I'm not going to sing. No worries about it, my dear, because I'm not going to sing tonight. I'll just have to, to let Mom Elizabeth Sabas to do the hassle. Okay? Ay, muna siya kabati na ako, Ginoo. Babati ra ko, guys, or nagsige gyapon ko kuan tuyok-tuyok diri napita. I have never known you for not having anything to say. Thank you so much, Sir Dave. Ayan. My goodness. You can read that one.
You want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Anang takanta in ko kinakaban naman ako.
Yeah. So you have to, you want to go to the Philippines, you have to start reading Tagalog. Oh,
Yeah, I have to learn more.
yeah. All right. This one from Sir David.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Hey, David, I agree with you.
I'm so very, what? I'm so very talkative, argumentative. What?
Well, I wouldn't say you're argumentative. I think everybody else would say that, but I can't say that. I'm the co-host. No, you,
Mm-hmm.
no, I would say you're wonderful, and you always have
Oh,
something interesting to say. And as David said, you're a pretty smart girl. So I think that's wonderful.
oh, thank you very much.
Hello, good evening.
All right. Magalam shout out, Mom Beth.
I feel so nervous. Okay. What do you want me to sing? Okay. Wait,
Do you
wait,
have any
wait.
request?
Any request, sir?
I
If
don't
I
I don't
can.
know the songs that she knows, so she should come up with a song herself.
Yung pinaka the best mo na piece, Ma'am Beth.
Do you
Thank you,
want
Sir
old
David.
song? Old song.
Old songs. Yeah.
Okay, let's try the old song one. Okay.
Thank you so much, Sis Ikot, ha. Thank you so much, Sis Ikot. Alam siya na, Bro Lagsoy. Alright. And of course, kapatid Vince Milabs, thank you very much.
Ano na bang mga old song? Yes. Pag kinakabahan ako, nawawala ako sa west.
Me too also, Mom Beth. I mean, first ever, topic discussion for this year.
Wait. Hmm. Okay, try natin. Ay. Sorry for ano. Ay. Saglit lang nga, saglit. Okay. Thank you for waiting. Ay, saglit. Di pa naka-set up yung aking ano. Ma'am, naririnig ba yung music? Okay siya. Okay. This is for you, sir. Okay. Good evening sa ating lahat. Para sa ating lahat. This is for you, sir. Try to, ano, you know this song? Just an ordinary song, a special boy like you, or a simple girl who's so in love with you. I may not have much to show, no diamonds that glow, no limousines to take you where you go. But if you ever find yourself tired of all the games you play, when the world seems so unfair, you can count on me to stay. Just take some time to lend an ear to this ordinary song. Just an ordinary song, a special boy like you, or a simple girl who's so in love with you. I don't even have the looks to make you glance my way. The clothes I wear may just seem so absurd, but deep inside of me is you. You give life to what I do. All those years may say you true, still I'll be waiting here for you. If you have time, please lend an ear to this ordinary song. Just an ordinary song, the special boy like you, from a simple girl who's so in love with you. Okay, thank you for listening. Hey.
Medyo kinakabahan nga, Ma'am, yung boses. Pero may ano pa diyan,
Alin? Sa
may ano hala, kinabahan talaga.
Grabe
Mag,
na 'to. I'm feel so nervous talaga.
you have a beautiful, beautiful voice.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I found that there's a lots of Filipinos who are got beautiful, gorgeous voices. I don't know if you've ever watched Americans Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent. Uh, when the Filipinos come in, some of them are just absolutely incredible, and you have a beautiful voice. Thank you for singing for us.
Thank you, sir.
Eh,
It's a
eh,
pleasure
siyempre
to sing.
yan, yay! Of course, Ma'am Beth,
Yay!
para para mawala yung ano, para mawala yung kaba mo, of course, you need to have the side B. Yeah, it's always a courtesy for us to have side B.
Grabe.
Are
Okay.
you okay? Are you okay there, Sir Lawrence? Maikog kay kung ano ako ang halang doon nga bisita. Uy, ginoo ko. Yan.
Okay.
Hey,
The
Lutz,
side B, one. Side B
Lutz,
one.
Lutz, you
Yes.
you should try a show, a karaoke show. Invite people on just to sing, just like she did. She was beautiful.
Yeah. Last time I had I had a kantahan or video okay, you know, segment last time. Ma'am, no? Ma'am Beth? Yeah.
Yes. We have
A
we have
beautiful voice.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. This is my
Alright.
side B. Okay.
Side beat po.
Side. Sa carpenters. Okay. Hope, hindi ako nervous na yun. Grabe, nire-nervous.
Covers PH.
Okay. Sorry.
That's a beautiful voice you have.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma'am Beth.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for appreciating my voice.
Yeah. All right. So I will be singing one song. My God. I will be singing
Oh,
one song.
yes.
Nakaka-challenge 'to, eh, kasi ano, baka sabihin ni co-host na, "Wag ka na lang kumanta kaya maganda." Ano boss? Do I need to sing one song or, never mind about it?
Sing it.
Really? Really? Really?
Really.
All right. Okay. So one song for tonight, and yeah, this is for you. Char, dedicated to you. Let me let me do first. Uy, na-tense ako, guys. Uy. Sana hindi na lang ako kakanta kaya. Di na lang ako kumukanta, ma'am. Ayan. Tense ako. Uy, diba? Lalab Genevieve, help! Do I need to sing Lalab Genevieve? You go, Magenda. Thank you so much. Ay, may pa-twist-twist pa ako dito. Oh my God. Alright. Um, hopefully it works. O, diba? Hunong dyan ako ang internet connection. Naray sounds, ma'am. Is there any sounds? May sounds ba? Ay, na-conscious na ko, ma'am. Di na ko kay ba mo kanta. What happened? Day after day, I must face a world of strangers where I don't belong. I'm not that strong. It's nice to know that there is someone I can turn to who will always care. You're always there when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. May 9 million people, thank you very much. So many times when the city seems to be without a friendly face, a lonely place. It's nice to know that you'll be there if I need you, and you'll always smile. It's all worthwhile when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Touch me, and I end up singing. Ibali ang connection. Troubles seem to up and disappear. You touch me with the love you're bringing. I can't read if all my friends have forgotten half their promises. They're not unkind, just hard to find. One look at you, and I know that I could learn to live without the rest. I found the best, getting over that rainbow. When my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day. Thank you very much. And next time po. I will try to sing that one without nervousness. Uy, iba talaga pag iba talaga pag may co-host tayo dito. Ma'am, no?
Dinervous ka din. Grabe, ba't ninenervous tayo?
Super nervous ako. Palpitation. My God. That's, that's how it, I'm so very happy, and I'm very overwhelmed maybe. Are you okay there, sir? Sir David, thank you so much sa support. Ayan. Ma'am Beth, I'll just have to ask you another song, and we were going to end the live because it's been, I'm already compromising this man here for how many hours already. So can you give us a last song, Ma'am Beth?
Okay, let's do this one. Good evening to everyone. Hey, since we're leaving now, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome, I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I let you down, so many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to live alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Yes. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Beth. And guys, thank you so much, Lalab Sunovi, Sir David, of course. Thank you very much, guys, once me, Ma'am Beth, and to you, Sir Lawrence, this Ikot-Ikot channel. Thank you very much, kapatid Lagsoy TV. And sino pa andito? Manang Saring TV, of course. Thank you very much. Aldi Padayon, of course. Lalabs wins me, and I love you there. Thank you very much, guys, and everyone coming in na hindi ko mabasa. And of course, thank you so much with the new no, no, renewal of membership. Thank you very much. Ayan. Lalabs, Langga, Dai, Genevieve. Ayan. Thank you so much. I know that you were still, in your jet lag, but thank you for, thank you for the chance to say hi to Sir Lawrence, of course. And Lalabs Tria. Thank you very much, Melvin. Ayan. Do you have something to say, sir, before we end the live?
Who are you talking to?
Yes, yes.
Were you talking to me or somebody else?
You, yeah, you,
Oh,
sir.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you very much for inviting me on your show. You're absolutely wonderful. I'm glad that I'm able to share some of my thoughts, like the word grouch, and some of my thoughts in terms of having a diploma and or experience. And I love the singing. She has a beautiful, beautiful voice, and it's really, really nice. So it's a great way to start off. Right now, it's Friday morning here in Canada, 20 minutes to 10. Uh, just remember those things that figure out what you want to do in life and then figure out what the price is. What do you have to pay to get there? Are you willing to give up that price? And be passionate, hardworking, and honest. And if you're those things, then you're going to be very, very happy. And always think about, if this was my company, what would I do? Always be thinking of what the boss, what would be good for him or her. And I just love your show. I love your live. Congratulations. I think that you're doing a good work, and I look forward to seeing it again. Salamat.
Thank you very much, din po. And this event, this live, will not be as successful as we have right now. It's if you're not here. So thank you so much for sharing the inspiration. I know that right now, and to those who do the replay of this live, will have a great, great, inspiration. And thank you because you were so very down to earth. Imagine, guys, he's actually very famous in business world, but he actually sacrificed his time for us today to discuss what's the different, what's with us, what's the difference if we were going to have only experience or having a school diploma. Thank you very much.
Walang aluman. And I love your hair like that too, by the way.
I really need to have this one permanently or just like to just tonight. All right.
Well, both ways are nice, but I like that.
All right. Thank you.
Walang
Thank you for,
aluman.
yeah. Ma'am Beth, thank you also for, for the support, of course. I love you. I love you so much, ma'am. And
Okay. You're always welcome, ma'am.
of course, we were so very nervous. I don't know why. Simple hairstyle. All right. Thank you so much, also, Sir David. Ayan. So, from the bottom of my heart, Sir Lawrence, thank you. And everyone else, everybody here in my life, thank you very much. So, um, this is Maganda Official signing off. And thank you so much for the 29K subscribers. I love you all. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. See you.
See you. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. I love you all. Mambet, thank you very much, Mambet. Have a blessed day, everyone. Ayan. Thank you so much, Sir David. Ayan. X! X, mega love shout out, but I need to end the live right now. Thank you.